as the young kids say. I need to charge my phone. I need to charge my phone, as the young kids say. There's Frank. Whoa, whoa. You look like Captain America today. Well, thank you. That was the look I was going for. I never accused you of being Batman. No, do not accuse me of being Batman. Somebody else has already claimed that one. Michael Schotter in the house. It is Friday. Thank you for the resubscribe. I'm way down. I'm like 10 people down from subscriptions. What the hell are you people doing? Hope everything is good in your world, Michael. Cool pork roll shirt, though. It is a cool pork roll shirt, though, right? It is. It is. Cool pork roll shirt, though. That's what you said. Yep, I get it. All good. Very busy as usual. Very good. Very good. $66 here. Very sunny in Jacksonville, Florida. I got the windows open. There's Tom Duffy. Whoa. I saw Tom last night for several minutes. And then I went and got some seafood for several more minutes. Pretty sure Michael Schotter is like a secret agent man or something akin to that. Secret agent man, secret Asian man, secret something. Secret something to do with deodorant. There goes the UPS man. Son of a bitch. I watched, I could tell you, but then I'd have to tell you. Yeah, exactly. Nobody wants to be threatened with being told to. Today my side is hurting a little bit. I don't know, I think just from moving around a lot yesterday. And then yesterday in the morning, I finished my last steroid pill. And then I slept great last night. I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning because the cat kept sneezing over and over and over. She sneezes like 50 times in a row, literally 50 times in a row. But then I went to bed. I was asleep by like 10 o'clock last night. I was like falling out. I was so freaking tired. So I definitely got enough sleep. It just hurts. So now I got an ice pack under it, and it's bothersome. Not like it was before. But this is like maybe a 4. Or previously I was at a 6 or 7. And Ron is top job or odd lot. You know who he is. Short round. Tom says I'm still hurting from the mattress. What mattress? The new mattress? You gotta break that new mattress in. If those mattresses are great, as long as after a couple weeks, they start contouring to your body. Grandpa is probably right. Oh, from Karen at the city, yeah. You should have seen Tom. I wish I had video. Tom just picked the whole freaking mattress box like it was nothing, one-handed. Just walked up the steps with it, shattered the door, threw that shit on the ground. It was amazing. Simply amazing. Feats of strength. You know what I'm saying? Feats of strength. This morning I watched an episode of Expedition X. This week's episode from Wednesday night. Yeah, feats. Feats don't fail me now. And they're in a Mayan cave where the Mayans performed rituals 1,000 years ago. And she is saying, "Hello, is anyone there? Do something if you can hear me." And I'm like, and I want to just go, son of a bitch, they're fucking Mayans. Why would they speak your language? It's just like you're just now we're just not even doing the homework. Now we're just not even like, let's try to fool people. Now we're just like, fuck, you know what? We don't need to learn another language or anything. Let's just say it in English, and then we'll drop some rocks somewhere else in the cave, and then you'll swear it was a Mayan or something. Really annoying. Get a feet like foot because he wrote socks. Oh, okay, now I get it. He did write socks. I don't know, just really, just it bothers me. It just bothers me. Then I watched the Bigfoot Expedition Bigfoot right after that, and of course literally everything. So at one point, Russ is out in the woods with his camera guy, and he hears a scuffle in the distance and growls and stuff, and I'm like, well, that's a couple of bears fighting. Like, listen, I've never been out in the woods, but I've watched enough shows, and I'm also not a dumbass to know that there's some fucking bears beating the shit out of each other. Okay? I get it. You're in the freaking woods in Oregon. There's a shit ton of bears out there. The bears are fighting. Nope. Bigfoots. 2 Bigfoots fighting. 2 giant Bigfoots obviously just duking it out. Oh, look at all the branches broken. There's blood everywhere. Okay. How about you take a sample of the blood and you find out what? Oh, it's a fucking bear. The worst scams. Russ Meyer, lead singer of Faster Pussycat. No, that's a different guy. That's a totally different guy. Russ Accord. Which is funny because the footage was, yeah, surprisingly enough, there was no footage. There was just the cameraman's camera shaking as he ran through the woods like they're refilming Blair Witch Project. Yeah. So I guess like Russ Accord and that Maria and the Biko got all these people who do all of these Discovery Channel, Travel Channel, whatever, all these Bigfoot things. They're all going to be at the Bigfoot conference coming up again this year here, and probably the one up near you, Frank, and everywhere else in the world. And then some other dude who supposedly has a skunk ape museum or something, and he's actually hung around skunk apes, and he has all this irrefutable proof. But they don't invite him, so now he's going, oh, you guys would rather have all these TV celebrities, and it's all fake, and so he's been shitting all over this event. And now they're fighting back, and oh, it's great. Like you guys are fighting over a, a Bigfoot, which doesn't exist. Let's be honest. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing as Bigfoot. Yeah, no footage is crazy. Coming soon, Festive Books get live from Rikers Island. So that's pretty much. Pretty much. But if you had told me in the 80s the lead singer from Faster Pussycat will live to see 60, I would have been like, there's no way. I've been watching Hung Spinal Tap a lot on Pluto. What are we trying to say there? You know the cucumber scene hung. I didn't think you were being so very specific. I have no idea what I'm saying there. Exactly. You make it, I'm going to be honest, love you to death, Frank, but you make it very hard to follow along sometimes. So I don't know how long I'm actually going to be on, because again, it's uncomfortable sitting here. I did finish a short story yesterday morning though. Knocked that shit out, and then I edited it in the afternoon, and then I submitted it. So I think I have 13, maybe 14 short stories are out there, crime or horror short stories that are out there, and hopefully I'll get some acceptances soon. And if not, if I get a rejection, I just turn that bitch right around and send it somewhere else. Miss Frank says, being friends with me is like being friends with the Far Side cartoon. You laugh because it seems funny, but really, you're mostly just shrugging your shoulders confused. With some of your humor, I laugh because I don't want to feel like I'm the idiot and I missed the joke. And I'm not, you're way too um, complex, your humor, for me to understand. I'm just the dumbass who doesn't get it. Most of the time I'm laughing just to laugh, just because I don't want to feel like the odd man out. If I can get like a page done, I would be so freaking happy. Nick Zinn does get you, but Nick Zinn is very, very intelligent. That, yeah, that's his superpower. Ooh, fangul. I had onion rings for lunch. I was like, I don't want to make anything. Like maybe I'll make some shrimp, but then I had shrimp last night for dinner, and then I like shrimp. I could eat it every day, but then it's work. I don't want to do any work. Oh, onion rings in the air fryer. Bam, lunch served. While I'm watching them almost very, very close to catching Bigfoot. And at one point, Russ is on top of a mountain. And he's shooting down, and you see like there's a bald spot on the mountain, and then he's like, "There's somebody there," and he's yelling. He's saying to the cameraman, "There's something there." The cameraman's got his camera on Russ talking, and I'm thinking, "Well, this is going to be convenient. Like, oh, we're setting this up, okay." And he's like, "Look, look!" And then the camera turns, and then you see a dark shape, which is probably a dude in a gorilla outfit, you know, on the in the distance. They never walk up on him. It's like in the distance, and he's behind like a partially behind a tree, and then he just walks across behind other trees and disappears. But you get a good shot at him there, and I'm like, that's not that's just a person in a gorilla suit you put on the friggin' side of the mountain. Come on. One time I would like them to they just walk around the corner and holy shit, Bigfoot is like 6 feet away, and I guess my phone is out, and our phones have such great picture taken. I'm just shooting live video. Here I am about to get ripped apart by a Bigfoot. That's what I want to see. Nick sent me the picture of the two in the pink one in the stink box of donuts. I didn't have the heart to tell him I've been sent that picture 30,000 times. Yeah. Oh, Nicholas. Ah, Nicholas. There's a crow outside the window. A crow. I don't know if it's big enough to take the dog away. So not yesterday, but the day before. I'm sorry you've seen my post on Facebook. But for those who haven't, uh, I was outside doing some reading, like sitting out there, and the dog was home in her diaper. So Alice, let's go outside and run around. So Alice is out there running around. And she lays down in the middle of the yard in the grass, getting some sun. And I look up, and I see a shadow, a pretty big shadow, and coming up over the roof. And I was like, oh, it must be a bird. And then this fucking giant hawk swoops down, claws extended, and misses her by like no more than like 5 or 6 inches. Just swooped down to like, I think to grab her, and then just shot up into the trees, and then started circling. I'm like, Alice, time to go in, because the dog is small. And even if the hawk couldn't pick her up and carry her away, those claws I'm sure would do some friggin' damage to the poor little dog. That was scary, because I'm thinking, oh my god, if this hawk takes the dog, I gotta explain to my wife, oh, the dog that you love so much, yeah, that dog was just carried away and is now on in a giant nest on the side of a mountain somewhere. Read a book called Shocker. They said it'll be a hoot. Yeah. Funny part is I don't get any of those. Well, not cool, Hawk. Not cool. Exactly. I told that Hawk. I said you better back up. Jumper took your dog like land of the laws. Exactly. That's exactly what I thought. I thought, oh my god, right now I'm either a sleeve stack or I'm Chaka. Now you're gonna have to get a laser wish for the yeah. My mom's like, oh, I got this air horn thing. You can have. I'm like, I don't want to scare all the birds away. Every morning the woodpecker comes and it digs through the dead the dead tree out there, which I like. In fact, this morning there was a smaller woodpecker out there. Like maybe that woodpecker had some kids. You just kept the hawk as a pet and named it Tua. My wife comes home. She's like, "Why is there a hawk flying around?" Because we've always had a hawk. What's the hawk's name? Alice? No, the dog's Alice. What dog? We never had a dog. Why'd you put the hawk in diapers? I don't know. I felt with the hawk had to be in. I don't want hawk shit everywhere. That girl's still in trouble? The girl must be in hiding somewhere. Yeah, I haven't seen anything about her at all since she supposedly had no idea that she was basically breaking the law. Breaking the law. Mr. Frank is after her after buying her crypto. That'd be some next level, right? Next level guessing. My wife's like, I guess we had a hawk this whole time. I thought we had a dog. So I guess during the day I'll take the hawk with me to work. The hawk just flies next to the Challenger as she's driving to work. I don't even know where this chapter's going. I'm going to jump to the next one. This is the problem when you get 5,000 words into a story. Anyone that bought Hawk 2 a coin deserved to lose all the money. Yeah, exactly. I think it was just great. It was like, yeah, we're going to do this coin, and then as soon as it goes up, then just sell everything you have and make millions of dollars, you and your dad. Oh, what do you mean I'm not allowed to immediately dump all of it and make all that money? Oh, I didn't know. Spitting bitch, you knew. Thanks for popping in on this wonderfully positive Friday. Here's something crazy. A couple nights ago, my wife said that I'm very negative. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm the most positive person you know. So someone never saw Boiler Room. I don't even know what that means. That's where did Frank hack into your account, Tom? Is this some weird horror movie thing you're talking about now? Tonight our goal is to watch Hung Boiler Room. Tonight our goal is to watch this week's episode of Reacher, and then at least start the new Harlan Coben that dropped on Friday or Wednesday. I think it's only 6 episodes, so we'll probably watch a couple. Boiler Room is also the original Wolf of Wall Street. I'll take your word for it. Tomorrow at 11 a.m., I'm meeting. Me and my wife are meeting our daughter and her boyfriend at a place in Jacksonville for brunch because it's 11 a.m. And they have Monte Cristos and they have maple syrup. Down here, they basically deep fry the bread, which is great. But then they give you that raspberry jam with it. And I'm like, that's not refreshing. I need actual maple syrup. And you ask the Jacksonville group, the food group, like I basically posted and said, listen, I need a Monte Cristo, but a place that sells Monte Cristos, and I get it's not going to be a New Jersey Monte Cristo, it's going to be a Southern Monte Cristo. I get it, and they're still good, but they have to serve syrup. I don't want the raspberry jam stuff. And immediately, like the first 5, oh, Metro Diner, like they haven't had a Monte Cristo since COVID. So that's not gonna. Oh, this place. So I look it up. I'm like, yeah, they don't have maple syrup because they don't serve breakfast food. I'm like, I literally need a place that has maple syrup. And then, oh, sorry. And then somebody jumped in and they were like, come to our place. We have maple syrup. Fridays and Saturdays, we do Monte Cristos. You know what? Good. Thank you for stepping up and actually reading what the hell I posted. My wife's like, we can go anywhere for Monte Cristo. Just bring syrup with you. I'm like, I'm not carrying a thing of syrup in. Speaking of which, still have my hot cake syrup from McDonald's. I'm like, I am not bringing my own syrup. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So tomorrow morning we're doing that. Then we're going to see my mom, hang out with her for a little bit. Sunday, I have no idea. I know Sunday night, my wife's friends are coming over for dinner. I think we're actually finally going to exchange our Christmas presents with them. So, whatever. And I think my wife is going over to see her mother during the day on Sunday. So there you go. There you go. Yes. Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of writing in today. I'm just warning you. They've written like 100 words so far. Just ain't working. Sometimes you just take a 0, you know? Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. I remember when the last time I had an almond joy is. It's gotta be a while. Gotta be a long while. Happy Positive Friday to you, Nicholas Zinn. To you. You missed that. I watched Expedition X and Expedition Bigfoot this morning. Now, next week's Expedition X is going to be weird because they're actually somewhere searching for Bigfoot. I believe in Kentucky. But you can find all kinds of weird stuff in Kentucky. But I don't think it's a crossover episode. Like that were very big back in the 80s. You know. You're back in the, oh, Monk is going to be on Columbo this week. Oh, the people from the Cosby Show are all going to Central Perk to have coffee with the people from Friends. Oh, the greatest American hero is going to solve a case on Law and Order. You know, like those kind of things. I'm still on the past season. You better catch up. I watched last night's episode, or Wednesday night's episode, I guess. I know Heather's another one like Chobot. She wears the same outfit all the time. As Frank says, I finished Cobra Kai. Now I have nothing to watch again, except for every other show in the world. Remember when Alf was killed in the X Files? That was a good episode. I've actually never seen the X Files. Isn't that crazy? I've actually never watched the X Files. I have one episode of Cobra Kai. Don't spoil it. I'm going to spoil it for you right here. Nobody calls the cops. That's what happens. Like on every other episode of every other season, just pick up the phone as an adult and call the police on these kids. Nope. I've kind of been watching that new Ted Danson thing on Netflix. It's decent. What's the new Ted Danson thing? I believe Ted Danson should have his own talk show at night called Dancing in the Dark. What do you think of that? Maybe Cops crosses over with Cobra Kai and we see them all get hauled away. That would be a great episode. Every episode, it's literally just Life PD and Cops join forces and they just basically arrest literally everyone. Because everyone on Cobra Kai has broken the law. And then all the parents get arrested for child abuse for letting their kids do all this stuff. Surprisingly, the final episodes were rather tame. Now, is that it? Is it like season finale or is it series finale? Because I stopped watching a couple 3 ago. And I don't think my wife has watched it. I'm like, you can watch it. I don't want to watch it. I'm not a fan. Who are they talking to? Maybe Tom. Tom's watching Survivor. I'm like, Survivor? Holy shit, I can't believe that's still... Was it season 812? There is a movie coming, Frank. Trailer is out with Jackie Chan. Excuse me. Goodness. Ooh, onion rings. Woo. Now I just smell onion rings. Jackie 4chan, get it? 4chan. Mick says, now I don't want to ruin the surprise, but the World Cheese Championship is going on this week. Big news here. It's up Green Bay, Wisconsin. I hope you're going, and I hope you're winning, my friend. As Frank says, yo. You ever have trouble writing for a while and think everything you put down stinks? Then whenever you go back, say months later, it's okay and you forget where the struggle was. Yeah, that's called having mental issues, which we all do. Anytime I'm writing, right now as I'm writing, I'm like, this is fucking garbage. This sucks. Somebody will like it, I guess. I don't know. That never goes away. You just got to push through that noise. It's like having a job, you know? You can't ever go like, well, I don't feel like going to work today. I guess you could. You get days off and stuff, but I think the Munster has got it this year. No. See, here's where you're mistaken, Frank. It's aged cheese. So you're thinking of the Munster this year has had a fine resurgence, but they're getting graded on 5 and 10 year Munster cheese. And I'm going to be honest with you, in 2015, that was not really a good year for Munster cheese. Not at all. Very weak. So, but you're not as learned as I am when it comes to cheese, Munster or otherwise. I have the results that ended yesterday. Oh, you have the results. Can we buy the winning cheese? Will they ship it to us? True quote, their winning entry, Arethusa Europa, is an aged Gouda that narrowly beat out the competition. The 2025 U.S. Championship Cheese Contest included more than 2,400 entries from 31 states. Here's my thing. Shouldn't they all just be from, like, Wisconsin? And your Urethra Europa sounds like it came from Europa, the city of Europa, the Europa state. Gouda. God, it's always a Gouda. It's like the Stoker Wars all over again. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Gouda. Actually, I'm only really a big fan of Swiss. To be honest with you. And the J. Wilburn Cheese Award goes to Kraft Slices. It goes to Jonathan Jans. There are plenty of best of class cheese awards. So Frank's Blue Cheese has a winner. Swiss has a winner. Yeah, well. I really wish Jay was still around to bring some levity to the Facebook stream. Jay would definitely be like, all the politics and stuff. I'm going to give it 3 days before I comment on anything. Jay's sitting over there in purgatory right now. I don't believe they let him into heaven yet. And he's just like laughing his ass off. And he's like, man, this is just crazy. Everything going on in this world. I'm glad I got out of it. He was awesome at telling everyone they're acting like a bunch of assholes in the kindest, most compassionate way possible. Very, very true. It's not next page yet. There's the male lady. The male person, I guess you're supposed to call. I think it looks like a next page. No, that's not a next page. It's down here. The next page is down there. I'll yell it anyway. The next for you. Next page, Nixon. Next page. There you go. Yeah, true. If it is good enough for Frank, it's good enough for Frank. Yeah, there's a sharp pain for really no reason. I was doing good, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I have something to text you, Armand. I did Frank. Yeah, Frank already told me what it is. I've seen that 1,000 times. Frank's seen it 30,000 times. You keep your pornography to yourself. Oh, this fucking hurts. Okay, late to the party I am. Yeah, exactly. That's why you got to get into the party. Like you got to be first to the party. You got to be the guy that walks in first with like a 6-pack of beer to the party that you have no intention of sharing with anybody. I will always share my adult movies. Exactly. You're the guy who walks in with a wheel of cheese, but then you don't put it out with all the other various cheeses and stuff. You like you hide it somewhere in the kitchen, like in the back of the fridge, and then at the end of the night when you leave, you take your wheel of cheese back with you. It always annoys me when people bring stuff and then they take it with them. Like we have people coming over Sunday night for dinner, and they'll bring stuff with them. Like my wife's like, I don't know, we don't have soda in the house, so bring Diet Coke with you if you want. And they'll bring like a couple of 2 liters, and then they'll open one, and then they'll drink almost the whole thing, and then they take the half empty and then the full one with them. And I'm like, what? I mean, I don't know, that just seems like a dick move to me. They do it every time. Trust me, if it's a picture of the shocker, someone has sent it, so yeah. It's like the cheese thing with you. Exactly. Don't bring shit to somebody's house and take it with you when you leave. Like here, I bought this nice bottle of wine. Oh, we're not going to open the wine tonight. Oh, I'm going to take the wine with me. I don't bring wine anywhere. Oh, I left my dirty underwear in the bathroom. Oh, you're not gonna keep. Well, then I'll just take it back with me. Yeah, that kind of thing. I brought cheese and took it home. It was 15-year cheddar. My family said they had Sargento, so they didn't touch it. Yeah. Yeah, but that's family. Family, if I bring shit to my mother's, like I'm going to my mother's tomorrow, and if I bring something and she doesn't, she's like, no thanks, or I don't eat, good, I'm putting it right in the car. I'm bringing a box of Stella D'Oro cookies with me tomorrow. And if she's like, I'm on a diet, or blah blah blah, and I'm like, these are the ones I know It's got the ones with the chocolate in the center. If she says anything negative, I'm like, not a problem. Put these in the fucking car again, and I'll just eat them on the ride home. It was a $50 block of cheese like 10 years ago, so yeah, I'm taking that back. Nick's blue cheese Wasbler ribbon for sure, though. Whatever that means. Yeah, that $50 block of cheese, 10 years ago, that's like a $300 block of cheese with today's inflation because of egg prices. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. My side is freaking hurting badly. So I'm done with this crap. I'm gonna go watch some television with the heat pad. Get some writing in. Reading in. Snapping. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Have a great, great weekend. I will see you back on Monday. Yep, I'll see you back on Monday.